Hey there, it's Maria here. Thanks for tuning into this tutorial. I want to talk to you today about some modifications and alternatives that you can take when you're incorporating low impact cardio moves into your fitness routine. My 3 favorite low impact but high intensity cardio moves to teach are mountain climbers, wide-legged half burpees, and plank jacks. Now, what do those 3 things have in common? They all require you to be on your hands at least some point during the exercise. And that's fine, but what if you have really sensitive wrists or a shoulder injury and you need to actually get off of your hands, but you still want to maintain a low impact nature in your workouts? That's what I'm here to tell you how to do. So before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel right here, because everything you learn in these tutorials you can apply right away to the workouts that I have here and start to feel empowered and energized with all of your potential. Okay, so we're gonna talk first about mountain climbers. To do the traditional mountain climber that I like to teach, you come down on your mat and start in a high plank position with your hands underneath your shoulders and your legs extended behind you. Keep a nice neutral spine, and then make sure you stay a bit top heavy so that you can remain light on your feet. You're gonna bring your right knee up in between your hands and then your left knee up in between your hands, and you can take this as slow or as fast as you can. You can also give it a cross-legged variation by bringing your right knee towards your left elbow and then back, and then your left knee towards your right elbow and then back, and bring that into a high speed or low speed intensity, whatever is gonna be better for you. Now, if you've got hand stuff going on, I highly recommend that you try to roll up your mat to give you a little bit of cushion on your hands. You can even take a set or 2 on your fists, just like that, if the wrists are starting fatigue. But if you need to get off your hands entirely, fear not, because this is the modification that I would recommend. Stay standing up, and this alone is gonna encourage the leg muscles, those big muscles in your body, to work, and that's gonna help get your heart rate up as well. Bring your hands behind your head, and I'm gonna suggest that for a mountain climber modification, you do a frog squat with a knee to elbow. Frog squat, knee to elbow. And if we're doing cross-legged mountain climbers, your modification can be frog squat, opposite knee to opposite elbow. That way you get that oblique twist action just as you would if you were down on your hands. When you really start going with these squats with the knee up and the hands up, oh my gosh, your heart rate is gonna go up in that way that you crave, like a mountain climber would give you, but you'll be off your hands, so you'll get the hands and the wrists out of the equation. Now, the next exercise we're gonna talk about are wide-legged half burpees. I love these, and I think I might be in the minority, but I don't care. I think they're so good at getting you a cardiovascular workout while being safe and sustainable on your joints. So the way I teach half burpees is to come to the top of your mat with your arms up over your head. Take it into a frog squat down, put your hands on the floor, lightly jump your feet back to a high plank position, and then lightly jump your feet back up and stand up from that squat. But you see, the hands had to touch the floor. Now, one of the reasons that wide-legged half burpees are really effective at getting your heart rate up is because of the up and down motion with your arms involved. So if you need to get off of your hands, I'm gonna suggest a full range of motion frog squat. You can even take a couple of 5-pound hand weights or a couple of cans of beans to add a little bit of a challenge for you. But to do a full range of motion frog squat, you just stand with your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. You squat down with your hands reaching towards the floor. You stand up and you bring your arms up over your head. So you can see the only thing that we cut out was the jump back to the plank and the jump forward. This is the beginning of a wide-legged half burpee, and this is the end. You come down in a squat, you come up in a squat. To add even a little bit more of a burst for yourself, when you come up, you can bring it up on your toes. So it truly is that full range of motion all the way down and all the way up. Now, the third exercise that I like to teach for high intensity, low impact cardio are plank jacks. Plank jacks are exactly what they sound like, a jumping jack, but in a plank position. So to do a plank jack, you're gonna come to a high plank position, hands underneath your shoulders, and you're gonna bring your feet out and in, and out and in. If you need to get off your hands, you can always take this from a forearm plank position with a step, or even a little jump if you've got that in your control. But if you've got to get off your hands and your shoulders entirely, I like a power knee for this exercise because these get your heart rate up so effectively, even if it doesn't look like much. For a power knee, you're gonna start with one foot a little bit more in front of the other. In the sake of this example, we'll do the right foot. You bring your arms up over your head, and I like to put my right arm on top of my left. Now, your left leg is behind. We're gonna bring the left leg up, tap the knee, and then extend everything. So not only do you get that arm motion up and down, but you get this a little abdominal crunch when you bring your knee to your hands, and that gives your whole body a lot of great benefits, even when you need to get off of your hands. So to recap, low impact cardio is such a great way to get started and to continue in fitness and in exercise and to get a great sweat. And having these 3 modifications can make all of the difference when you get to that point in class where you really want to push it, but you know that for the sake of your body feeling good when the workout is done, that you've got to get off of your hands. So if you found this helpful today, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Take what you learned, take one of my classes, and feel amazing from all of your hard work and dedication. I'll see you next time.